Thanks for the follow. Way to start it off.
You thought we weren't watching, but we were watching.
We're always watching. Always watching. Well, welcome everybody to This Week in Gaming, episode 19 with the Slightly Salted Squad. As always, I'm John at Force Inept.
And I'm Mike at Fresh.
And Deion at Super Nerd Fresh is on his honeymoon. So I'm trying my hardest not to hold that against him. Especially the week of GDC. Come on. Hopefully
I just feel like that was
up.
poor timing.
I know. Like, really plan around it. Guys, come on.
Mm-hmm.
We have a show to do.
Same.
So much news. So
much.
Yeah, so much news. So really packed agenda to try to get through in an hour. So, housekeeping we're going to do real quick. Patreon, Castbox, Discord, Instagram, Twitter. I'm forgetting things. YouTube, down below. You can check us out. The squad modes, This Week in Gaming, anything posted to podcasts, everything like that. Also, welcome Dead by Dawn to the chat as well. And
what up, bro?
Yeah, so just click on the links below. And if you've got Amazon Prime, that means you have Twitch Prime. That means you can free sub. So support either us, we'd appreciate it, or somebody else in the Twitch community. Otherwise, Amazon keeps your money. Okay, I think that's my normal spiel. Okay, I think that was quickest spiel of all time.
That was good.
So we're going to get right into the news. Holy shit, the macro worked on the Stream Deck. That's amazing. So, for those of you that are streaming, Stream Deck just released some new updates so you can do timings and macros and multiple scenes and audio and all this stuff. So, now I won't fuck up as much. I hope, at least.
Yay!
I can blame it on Stream Deck now. Okay. Yeah, damn straight that was hot. First up, as is tradition, Fallout. This one, not so much news as just more depression. That this is a picture, and I believe, Mike, you put this on the agenda. A Walmart closing in Tennessee, and only one game remained.
This was my favorite picture of the entire week. It just kind of summarizes Fallout 76.
Yeah, and I bet you anything, it's priced at $59.88 still. Because
I was trying to see if you could tell in the photo, but it's too hard to tell. But yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's Walmart.
It's Walmart. It's Fallout. It's expected. Again, the Appalachia content is now out. I have not played it yet because I've been preoccupied with other better games. But do want to get back out to it. Second news item. Not super gaming related, unfortunately. Because I saw this post, I got super excited, and then there have been more updates since it originally leaked. But Lucasfilm is not developing new Star Wars titles. So this blew up today. What? I know. Lucasfilm Games, there's a rumor that was being revived. I got super hyped. So incredibly hyped. I think I had 4 people send me the article. I start literally maybe even 10 minutes before we started this, digging around links, stuff like this. I found this Den of Geek, and then PC Gamer also updated their story as well. Apparently, this got essentially leaked by PC Games N, which I think we actually do use once in a while for sources, so I might be a little more skeptical of it. They saw postings on the Disney website for hiring developers and things like that. Apparently, those postings have been up for a long time, and they're just routine things that they still need, I guess, developers for some reason. Yeah, unfortunately, they've been up. So yeah, here, additional report from PC Gamer includes a screen cap of job listings from 2017 for technical artist, engineering manager, etc. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to, as they say, wait longer for EA to lose the exclusive rights. Disney just a month or two ago had talked about how they were still in good partnership with EA and look forward to the rest of their, I think, 4-year commitment, I think it was. So, too many. But Apex Legends is done by Respawn Entertainment, and they're doing the Fallen Jedi Order this year. So I'm much more hopeful for it. There's a panel at Star Wars Celebration. I will probably live stream a reaction to that because I'm going to wait in line as long as I need to at Star Wars Celebration to be part of that panel.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Going on to other disappointments. Anthem. So, yeah, not the smoothest of launches, as I think we've all talked about, and how I refunded the game. Casey Hudson, the general manager of BioWare, did a post yesterday about the post-launch update, pretty much saying, hey, we know a lot of you have fun with it. We know it's disappointing to a lot of you. We know we've had a lot of challenges with it. They said they've corrected it down. It's like 200 bugs, 200 improvements through patches, live updates. So they're trying. They're continuing to listen to feedback, as they say, with more improvements to endgame loot and progression, game flow, and stability and performance coming soon. So they're still hard at work for it. I'm hoping this is going to be one of those Destiny 2 things where eventually, in 6 months, a year, come back to this game and have fun and have a full game. Actually, like Destiny 2, like Division 1, a lot of games kind of like that, so...
this was one that I was super excited for. I had pushed really hard last year to build a PC that I thought would be able to play this game at its peak, and I've been pretty disappointed that the launch did not go as smoothly as it did. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, like you said, Destiny 2 type revival, and jump back in 6 months or so.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm actually kind of looking at computer parts on the new graphics cards that you can get Anthem for free. I was like, well, there we go. I now don't have to pay for it, and just maybe play it when it's good again.
There you go.
Okay, but really on to the brunt of the news now. GDC was this week, so it started Monday, continues through Friday, so we've only gotten through just over half the week of news, and holy shit. Some big ones. Some I think kind of expected, but very exciting. We're going to start with the low ones, build up into the big one that everybody knows. So yeah, GDC, all this week in San Francisco. A lot of, I guess, influencers or YouTube game community stuff have all been out there for the developers conference and, talking amazing things about it and a lot of the very cool results. Gama Sutra gave a little kind of breakdown of kind of some of the major events here, which was really nice. One of them being Cuphead is coming to Nintendo Switch. So that actually got released earlier than the Nintendo Nindies that came out today. We'll talk about those a little later. So on April 18th, that'll be coming to Switch. So a lot of people are very excited about that. I might pick that up because I picked it up on PC. Didn't enjoy... I'm just not one of those controller guys on PC. And playing this type of game is really, I feel like, designed for a couch and co-op. So I might actually...
It was impossible to do mouse and keyboard. You have to use a controller for it. Yeah.
I tried mouse and keyboard for like the first level and just died instantly, repeatedly.
It's hard.
So then I was like, okay, let me get my PlayStation controller out, hook that up, and then that just didn't feel right. And So we'll see. There's also a new free content update for Cuphead as well when that releases. So cool news there.
Surprisingly, Xbox Live also announced that they would be supporting Cuphead on the Switch when it comes out.
Yes, yeah. So through the Xbox Live, which will be coming through Switch and iOS and Android and stuff like that. Actually, I think we get to that a little bit later. Next big ones, games for Epic Games Store. Quite a few titles as far as coming to it. One of the interesting ones that I actually had on the news before this announcement that presumably Outer Worlds was going to be an Epic Games Store exclusive. So Outer Worlds being the... Oh man, now I'm going to blank on the publishers. Well, the guys that made Knights of the Old Republic 2, it's the original Fallout creators, and it's going to be about the same length as Knights of the Old Republic 2. The space RPG, pretty much space Fallout. So pretty excited for that. That's supposed to be coming this year, and the rumor was Epic Games Store was going to be an exclusive. That did later confirm that that will be on the Microsoft Store as well, just not Steam. So,
there's a couple other exclusives too. Ancestors,
Obsidian.
The Humankind Odyssey.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. And Control is another one that's supposed to be Epic exclusive.
Yeah, which I don't know how I feel about Control. That was going to be one I think I'd pick up on PlayStation regardless, but Epic is making some moves. That's interesting. And as T-Gabs in the chat will likely say, no Steam, no buy.
No Steam. No
and
buy.
I'm seeing just continued memes about the terrible support from Epic Games Store. So we'll see how long that, bigger cut for the developers lasts out versus kind of the negative comments and stuff coming out about that. So that should be interesting to see how that keeps going. Let's see. Next one. Normally we kind of talk about VR separately, but this is GDC. Oculus is demoing the Oculus Quest, their new peripherals, which is entirely self-contained, motion tracks itself, so you don't need base stations or anything like that. And everybody that has been playing Beat Saber on it has just said it's amazing. So Beat Saber being one of the first things on the Quest, I guess, when it releases. Also, kudos, and it is in this article too. Beat Saber hit over 1 million copies sold. So kudos to them. I know they won a ton of VR awards and stuff like that. And well-deserved. I think that's definitely a giant foray into VR for most people and is easily understandable. I still have not played the DLC that has come out for it, the official DLC, since that's come out, but definitely need to get back in there because I need to start working out more. And Beat Saber is an amazing way to get some exercise. So
it really is. Also, T-Gab says Tim Sweeney hates customers. He punched my mom in the Aldi parking lot. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that.
I heard T-Gab's mom owns Steam. That's what I heard. Heard that rumor. Yeah.
Your mom is an entrepreneur.
Definitely an entrepreneur, if you know what that means. No, she's a sweet lady. See, also out of GDC, and actually a little prior to this was coming, Nintendo Joy-Cons are going, and the Switch Pro controllers are going to be supported by Google Chrome. So there were some source code that kind of got leaked. I'm not sure if leaks the right way, but was spotted for improved support for Nintendo Switch gamepads. So just another step forward for Google going out there and allowing you to play with whatever you want, wherever you want.
What do you think's going on here with Nintendo supporting Xbox Live and also being compatible with Google Chrome?
Yeah, I know it was a while ago that we kind of talked about Nintendo making comments that, hey, the Switch wasn't a main focus and hardware isn't necessarily their future focus. Not to say they won't do it, but I mean, they're really about the games. And if things like Stadia that we'll be talking about start taking over, I mean, I think it's Nintendo's game to focus on their, their first party IPs and stop worrying about hardware, especially if it's going to that all digital front or all streaming front where hardware doesn't even matter.
Exactly. If I can stream from an iPad, then I have my Switch. It doesn't matter. And then there's no investment on their end. Yeah. That's a good point.
Especially when we start talking about Stadia coming up next, when we're talking about the infrastructure it takes to be able to run something like Microsoft with Xbox has the Azure servers and everything like that. So just a huge cloud computing base. Google has fucking half the internet. Amazon has shit.
Half.
It's going to be insane to compete with people that already have that infrastructure there, which I'm very curious to see how PlayStation manages to do it. But maybe Nintendo's already at that point where they're like, okay, like we can only do so much to compete with that. I mean, I can't even imagine how much it would cost to like lay down that infrastructure, unless maybe you have a partnership with Amazon or you have a partnership with Verizon. I don't know. I honestly can't think of that many others that could compete with Amazon, Google, or Microsoft at this point.
Yeah, that's a good point. I just hope that Nintendo doesn't go the way of Sega and just start working on games and totally get out of the hardware industry. But you're right. If Microsoft's laying down heat and Google's laying down heat and PlayStation's doing cool things like remote play with iOS devices, there's going to be a big investment from Nintendo to keep up.
Yeah.
Maybe a business is the right play. Because they make awesome games. You release another Breath of the Wild every 2 or 3 years, they're going to be just fine.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, they should really be doing more DLC for that.
Yeah, they should.
Okay, and getting to, I would probably say the lead story, Stadia. The plural of stadium, for those of you wondering. Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah.
Is that how you say it, though?
I believe so.
I'm going to Google Translate that guy.
Okay, yeah, I believe Stadia. Or Stadia, maybe.
I think it's Stadia.
Stadia, whatever. Regardless, holy shit.
Stadia, according to Google. And Google would know.
Google would probably know. They probably fixed that up. Also, thanks for the follow. Cadmium Yellow. Appreciate it. Not gonna lie, when I saw it, the Stadia logo was right behind it, and I thought it said Stadia has followed. I was like, what the shit? Yes! We've made it!
We did it.
We did it. So yeah, Stadia. Yeah, kind of a weird name, but who gives a shit when you're Google and you say you're going to be able to stream 4K 60 FPS on anything with proper internet?
Yeah. It was like 25 megabit download too. It wasn't like super crazy either.
Yeah, it wasn't too crazy. I think that's going to be a hurdle and going to be something to overcome for portions of the country. Growing up in the Midwest, I feel like that hits home. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I still can't quite wrap my head around it, even being like both of us have participated in Project Stream. So we got to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I don't feel that it was 4K or 60 FPS by any means, but the fact that there was no latency at all, I could play it on my desktop, on my laptop. Hopefully not too many people that I work with are watching, but I played it at work to test it out on our network.
I saw it. You did.
Yeah. It worked. Great. And it was really weird sitting at my desk and having Assassin's Creed going with no problem.
Yeah, I played it with a Bluetooth controller, so there's a delay there on top of the latency issues. And my internet here is notoriously bad. If any of you guys ever watched the stream, you see me blipping out for 10 seconds at a time. And I had no problems whatsoever. So very, very impressed with what they've done.
And since you talked about the controller, let's just jump into that real quick. So they did talk about their controllers. So not necessary to get these controllers. You could play it with any controller you're currently accustomed to, or keyboard and mouse. But they are doing the Google, I guess, Stadia controller. I'm not sure if they had a name. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
But they have very similar controller scheme to everybody else out there. They do have the Google Assistant button on there, so you can actually, ask for help during a game and automatically pull it from YouTube. YouTube we'll get back to in a second. And what was so weird to me was their announcement that the controller doesn't even sync to the device. It doesn't sync to your phone or Google Chrome, or Google Chromecast or computer, whatever. It's on Wi-Fi itself and then connects directly to the servers. So rather than having your device connected to the internet and your controller to the device, you just have two separate devices connected to the exact same thing, and that is supposed to reduce latency. I feel like there's going to be more challenges there, but I also, my head explodes just thinking about the concept of it. So
it's so crazy, it must be brilliant.
It must just work like magic. Google freaking magic. So thought that was cool. just kind of a weird concept I've never really thought before. Although, as I'm looking at, granted, not connected to necessarily the internet per se, but on my Wi-Fi, I have a light that I control from my computer through my Wi-Fi, so it's not as big of a difference, maybe. Yeah, just crazy stuff. And on the back, what a great touch. And this is going to be upside down. The Konami code, and then designed by Google. So, very cool little touch on the back of it, and I thought it was
getting one?
Nice look. 100%. 100% getting one.
There was no hesitation.
Doesn't matter.
There seemed to be a delay. That was actually just the stream.
That was just latency. I responded before the question was done. Yeah, now my biggest question is which one? Probably the one with the orange sticks, because I love orange.
He loves orange sticks, everybody.
Fish sticks
I think I'm going
to... and orange sticks.
Yeah, the white and orange one looks pretty slick. I'll probably end up with the same one.
Yeah, that's sure. But yeah, so this is supposed to be able to stream 4K, 60 FPS. They had a nice little mic drop moment of saying, okay, yeah, the PS4 is, I'm going to get the numbers wrong, 4 something teraflops, and the Xbox is 6 teraflops, but like we're 11.7, so we're better than both of you combined. And that's just with their current settings, and because of being at the cloud, things I've learned at work, actually. Work paid off, everybody. With cloud computing and stuff like that, you have scalability, you have fault tolerance, you have availability, and you have elasticity. So, yeah, I got those 4 keys. Hell yeah.
Great job, man.
Yeah,
I'm impressed.
I'm not going to lie. Elasticity was eluding me for a while there, and I installed as much as I could. But yeah, so they can literally ramp up their hardware as needed. Okay, we're 4K 60 FPS. That is beyond any of our standards for video games right now. That's like the super PC MR trying to hit that right now. They're going to be able to do it right out of the server box. And then, okay, what if next year we're at 8K already? Okay, they just ramp it up.
No more $500 on a new console. Your next-gen console lives in the cloud. It's in the cloud. It's going to be amazing.
My next-gen console is going to be a shitty-ass Chromebook that can't run anything else, but it's going to run 4K 60 FPS. Let's see. Contra confirmed on Google. Hell yes. The Contra remake streamed 4K 60 FPS. It's going to be so smooth.
It's going to be awesome.
And yes, it is insane they can dedicate that type of processing power. But that's what I'm very curious to see, what they do with pricing. They didn't say anything about pricing. We're going to get more this summer. So now the speculations are rampant, whether it's going to be E3, which I feel like is a natural choice, or there's Google I/O, which is in May.
I would think probably Google I/O. Microsoft has already come to the table saying they have some big announcements. E3. It might not make a whole lot of sense to compete there. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like Google I/O being before E3 is going to drop some kind of like hints or maybe some more demos, something like that. The demos they already did were great. Granted, it's the perfect setup and all that stuff, but I've seen plenty of demos at conferences go terribly wrong, and this seems a lot more complicated than most. So I was very impressed with it, even though it is, a very staged demo. I think Google comes out at E3 though, and is just lays it on the table. If you know what I mean. Double thumper, just
flop.
Bam. And yeah, just makes a statement, because I think that's what they're going to continue to need to do, because we are engrossed in the gaming world, and this is still kind of like almost unbelievable. You tell this to like my mom, who's a saint. Nobody in chat talks shit about her. Saint.
She'll love the lady.
And she would be like, oh, that doesn't seem like, I don't understand any of this. Why would I pay for this? What's happening? And get confused.
Poke actually says $30 a month plus the cost of games minimum. I'm going to say I respect your opinion. However, I disagree. And the reason I say that is because we have services out there like Origin Access that you pay your $10 a month and you get all your games included. I don't think that we're going to see a model that includes paying for specific games. I think it's more likely going to be that you're paying for the service and have access to those games.
Yeah, that's my biggest question, because I can see it going both ways, honestly. The demo they did on YouTube where they showed, okay, it's a video of this game. It's like a trailer. And then at the very end, it's instead of click to watch another video, it's click to watch the game. And they launched Assassin's Creed, and it was like less than 5 seconds type thing, which is just a whole new avenue I hadn't thought of. And they're talking about YouTube gaming and stuff like that, being able to play with a streamer and being able to set up these essentially almost queues where, okay, you're playing, what did they say? Was it NBA or something? And they're playing it, streamers playing it, and you can have people queued up to play against you, so you can play with that streamer. And I wish we had a ton of people lining up to play Apex Legends with us, but that was a really cool thought from me. Even if we get a couple people out there that just want to do that easily, it's such a cool new avenue. But if you do a model like that, I don't think you can do the pay for individual games like they're going to do, like they advertise for clicking. You wouldn't want to click the link and then go to a sign up page or a purchase page and scroll through. Even with Google Pay and stuff making it probably 2 clicks to buy a $60 game, I bet. I don't think they'll go that model. Maybe they'll have an option for it though. Maybe it's something like you can buy the individual game, you pay $5 a month but buy individual games, or like you said, it's $30 a month, you can play whatever games. Maybe it's I forgot who had the model now. Was it fucking GamesFly or somebody, where it's like you can quote unquote check out games and you get 3 a month. Almost like Adobe Stock, if anybody's used that, Adobe Creative Cloud Stock, where it's you pay a certain amount a month, you can do 10 things, 10 licenses per month. Otherwise, you pay additionally on top of that, or you can do this like premium thing for like $100 a month, whatever. Then you just do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, Poet says if that's the case, there's going to be freemium access to new titles. I feel like it's going to work like Xbox Game Pass off the bat, easy model to base off of. I think you're absolutely right. The Game Pass is sort of probably the more accurate middle ground where you can pay for specific games. But if you are part of a specific part of whatever their membership is, then you get access to X number of games. Catmium Yellow says Game Pass model seems to be doing well, and T-Gab says they should do the Movie Pass model. I'm just
T-Gabs with those lines. I love them. Never did Movie Pass. I do AMC Movie Pass, whatever, A-list, whatever the shit it's called. I love it.
Amazing.
$20 a month.
It's amazing. 3
things per week. Any of the theaters. Get a Dolby theater. Normally $19. See one movie a month. Pays for itself. If I see it in that theater. And I'm going to probably see one this weekend. Us. And I'm going to be terrified. And I'm going to not like it.
Somebody hold me, please. Yeah, come with us on Saturday.
Terrifying.
100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I know we're not a movie channel, but I'm a movie buff, and that's amazing.
It's amazing. That's a main motivator for me, and it's Jordan Peele. But, okay. Stadia. So that was like a thing. It's pretty cool. Weird name.
Oh, shit. We're still doing the news. All right.
We're still doing the news. Future of Gaming is now boxed. Google, they're crushing it. They're making it easier for developers to work with them. They've got AAA titles already lined up. They got Doom Eternal, stuff like that. But really more to come. I mean, there's so many questions, but so excited. Ooh, it's down to 98%.
It's down to 98%.
Fuck this movie. I'm not going to go see it. Let's see. Okay, we got through the controllers. Awesome. Contra. Bam. What do we got next? Oh, Microsoft. There we go. So Phil Spencer sent out an internal email. Naturally, that got out everywhere. I'm going to just read it for the sake of it. We just wrapped up watching the Google announcement of Stadia as team here at GDC. Their announcement is validation of the path we embarked on 2 years ago. Today we saw a big tech competitor enter the gaming market and frame the necessary ingredients for success as content, community, and cloud. There were no big surprises in their announcement, although I was impressed by their leveraging of YouTube, the use of Google Assistant, and the new Wi-Fi controller. As were we. But I want to get back to us. There has been really good work to get us to the position where we are poised to compete for 2 billion gamers across the planet. Google went big today, and we have a couple of months until E3 when we will go big. We have to stay agile and continue to build with our customer at the center. We have the content, community, cloud team, and strategy, and as I've been saying for a while, it's all about execution. This is even more true today. Energizing times, Phil. I thought that was a very cool email, although, and maybe I'm jaded by it, but I feel like that was a morale-saving email, and the fact that Google just came out here and just dropped this amazing demo, and now Phil's like, oh shit, that's better than ours. I need to make sure the team doesn't start panicking and bail out or anything. Not necessarily bail out, but like freak out that, holy shit, we have to compete with this. Especially with him calling out the impressed by leveraging of YouTube, use of Google Assistant, and the new Wi-Fi controller. Right. Clearly things that, I mean, granted, I don't think Microsoft would have thought of any of those things, but...
Obviously not.
Yeah, so...
But that was hey Phil, people are talking. Can you...
write a quick email, please?
Just say something. Yeah, say a little something. Huh?
Let's see. My dad is Phil Spencer, and he says this email is 100% phony. Dad is Phil Spencer. Mom owns Steam.
Man, can I hang out at your house? You're going to have all the cool toys.
Let's see. T-Gab's house. I've been to it. All I remember is playing Echo the Dolphin.
Ooh, VVHEINCY. That's the code to the second level. Those of you guys who want some ridiculous brain knowledge.
I feel sorry for your brain. And continuing on to Microsoft. Announces Xbox Live for any iOS or Android game. So this had kind of been assumed. So Switch was, and rumors, PS4, apparently Microsoft is open to it, but can't see that happening. So PlayStation came out with this for iOS, Android, and then less than a week later, I think it was, let's see, we did this on the 13th. Actually, shit, this might have been the next day. Microsoft announces this, so I think that was more of, okay, we knew it's coming, but PlayStation just said it. Okay, shit, we should probably say it too. So not much news there, just, hey, Microsoft is, I feel like, competing with a lot right now. But good on them. They've come a long ways in respect from me, at least. I'm not saying that gets them a whole lot, but shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's see. Next one. Kind of a right turn here, but No Man's Sky Beyond update. Radical new multiplayer component this summer. No specific time, just this summer. So Hello Games, obviously one of those turnaround stories that we maybe hope Fallout 76 and Anthem can be, but has went from overwhelmingly negative on Steam to, I think, mostly positive on Steam.
It's like 73 or 75% positive.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Which is pretty good coming back from that. So, yeah, they're going to be doing multiplayer and, what was his quote? Radical new social and multiplayer experience which empowers players everywhere in the universe to meet and play together. Unlike previously, where you would be lucky if you ever stumbled across one person. So,
well, there was even the yes, you guys will exist in the same universe, and then the two guys that found each other and couldn't see each other, and they were like, "Oh, bullshit! There is no multiplayer," and they were like, "Oh yeah."
I didn't realize that.
Caught me. Yeah, it was within like the first 2 or 3 weeks. Two guys had somehow managed to get to the same place. The exact same place and couldn't see each other.
Damn, that sucks.
They literally called them flat out. They were like, "We didn't think you guys would ever see that."
Well, so shit. Called us on our shit. Pharaoh says Fallout 76 has no hope. Sorry. I'm gonna say not much hope, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I love Fallout, so I just want to immerse myself in that world if they get it stable.
We'll see if it becomes a PlayStation Plus free game of the month.
Yeah.
I'll pick it up.
And Anthem, give them a year. So, Pharaoh, I know you dropped like fucking, I don't even know how many hours, 80 hours in that game already, and enjoyed it. But from what I hear, Division 2 is taking over your life now, and much for the better. But yeah, Anthem's one I definitely plan on coming back to because the overall mechanic and feeling of being in the Javelin and everything like that was fun. It felt cool. It's just there wasn't enough around that to keep me there. So I'm excited to come back to it at some point. Chance of Fallout 5. Also 154 hours. Holy shit.
Yeah. Insane. In like 3 weeks too, he like stopped playing.
Yeah, Fallout 76 is basically No Man's Sky, the original. You're just by yourself playing online. Let's see. Jumping over to Nintendo. The Nintendo Nindies, so their indie showcase, was today. I will, truth be told, have not watched all this yet. I think it started... Actually, I think it came out this morning. Checking it. Let's see. Does it even say? But anyways, it does start with a horrifying start to the Nindies. Let me just jump ahead here. With this commercial of how to drink milk through a mask. Which I, not gonna lie, I clicked through and I was like, is this actually from Nintendo? This is on their YouTube channel? What the fuck? And then, of course, it is the Cuphead announcement. So then it gets into that. Cuphead, April 18th. But they showcase a lot of Nindies. The one I've already seen the most chatter about, though, real quick, Nindies, go back, watch it, 25 minutes, showcases all the indies. I think the last one they did was January, I want to say, somewhere around there. But the one everybody's most excited for, it sounds like, is Cadence of Hyrule, Crypt of the Necrodancer, featuring The Legend of Zelda. So, Mike, do you have any idea about this game?
Not a whole lot at all. I just kind of saw the announcement. I didn't get to see the Nindies announcement in its entirety, but I did watch this piece. I never played Crypt of the Necrodancer. Apparently, it was pretty popular though.
Yeah, it's I guess a cadence-based game that was an indie game that I guess took off. So Nintendo is, I guess, licensing out the Zelda to allow it. Interesting for Nintendo. I feel like that wouldn't have been their wheelhouse, but
yeah, I think we'll see. I think it is officially a Legend of Zelda game. It's just being done by another house, so
yeah, kind of weird. So let's see. It looks sick. It's a roguelike that you have to play to an underlying beat. Tons of fun. Rhythm-based dungeon crawler. Yeah. So the concept sounds cool. I never played Crypt of the Necrodancer. So I'm interested to try it. They say spring 2019, but didn't give a date. So I feel like that's kind of weird because I feel like spring.
That's 90 days.
Almost over.
No, spring just started.
Oh wait, yeah, spring. Fuck, damn it.
It's March,
right.
Dude.
It's still March.
Yeah, but March, 90 days, right? Like I think that's pretty exciting. It's going to be here soon.
It better be. It says spring.
Could be tomorrow. Who knows?
Okay, so Cavium and Potently also both say it's good. So, okay. That's enough for me. I'll check it out.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to pick it up. I'm a huge Zelda fan. I love these sort of like isometric dungeon crawlers, so definitely grabbing it.
The next one, Cyberpunk 2077. Little news going on around this. So this post comes from Reddit, always, substantial sources, that apparently they posted this on one of the creative agencies. They say, unveiled at E3 2018, we look forward to a 2019 release. This was quickly taken down and then re-put up with the date removed. So, obviously, not confirming too much. Okay, whatever. But Cyberpunk did tweet the end of last month that, for those of you asking, yes, we will be at E3 this year. So, holding out hope for E3, Cyberpunk 2077. Release date of 2019. We'll see. I'm going to play it on Stadia, I hope. On related news, Cyberpunk 2077 just blowing up the news, and this is a weird one. Lady Gaga could appear in Cyberpunk 2077.
But is it that weird?
Gives a shit.
But are you kidding? She is a saint. What is wrong with you?
Is she?
She's amazing.
Don't know enough about Lady Gaga, apparently.
Watch American Horror Story. You'll fall in love.
I did. Still don't get her. But yeah, so apparently she was seen leaving the studio. So they think she's, participating and stuff like that. So and they're
singing
all
songs, honestly.
Unconfirmed. But yeah, so yeah, that would be pretty cool actually if she was singing like one of the background songs or something like that, or or even as a celebrity in the game that you kind of recognize. But. Let's see. Are you guys reporting on the Outer Worlds Epic Games Store exclusivity? Yeah, I talked about that. It's also in Microsoft
Thanks for showing
Store.
Up.
Yeah, show up on time. We tweeted it. But no, 9 o'clock Eastern if you got Amazon Prime, you got Twitch on. But it will be in Epic Games Store and Microsoft Store, so it's not quite exclusive. It just won't be in Steam, so that sucks for T-Gabs because he will probably not play it.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, Q1 2020 for 2077. I would tend to agree with you. I can't imagine this game is coming out this year based on what we know so far, but I don't know.
We don't know much.
Exactly.
Also, I don't think they're going to miss an opportunity at Holiday 2019. I think that and Last of Us 2 Holiday 2019.
Oh, no way. Last of Us 2 is not this year. Remember, you're buying it for me if it's not this year.
I know. That's why
a standing bet, everyone. This is episode 19.
It's a standing bet.
When we get to episode 60, I get a copy of Last of Us 2.
I will buy John a copy of Last of Us 2 if it does not come out in 2019.
Bam. Everybody heard it again.
Yep. You guys can also check that in episode 8, episode 13, and episode 16. I don't well try to bet.
Wait, did Lady Gaga actually win an Oscar? Is that a thing? Shit. I don't know. Wow. Doesn't suck a whole lot. That game looks like a 6 out of 10 Borderlands fart joke. I'm assuming you're talking about Outer Worlds. I can't understand chat right now. But yes, there's a life-size Joel.
There's a lot going on
with the pre-order of Last of Us 2. He's getting that edition.
Yes.
Life-size.
Well, I'm getting that edition for me. You get standard edition.
Damn it. Can I get?
And I'm gonna hang up my picture of me and Troy Baker next to it, and my signed copy of Last of Us 1 from Troy Baker on the other side of him, and it's gonna go right here.
It's gonna go right here and never leave your space. Okay, I think that's enough on Cyberpunk. On to Apex motherfucking Legends. Yes. Season 1 is out now. There's a Battle Pass or Battle Pass bundle. Battle Pass is 950 Apex coins. That's $9.50 if you're purchasing. If you got Steam Origin Access, you get a 10% discount. So like there's that. Or Battle Pass bundle for 2,800. You get first 25 levels instantly. So you get a bunch of shit. Also, there is Octane. He is not a character included in the Battle Pass, which I think has been frustrating to some people. But you can purchase him with Apex coins or the Legends tokens, I think they're called. So I was able to buy him with Legends tokens, which was nice. His moves are his ultimate. He throws down a bumper. His passive is he slowly regains health, very slowly, but does regain health.
That's awesome.
It is, especially with his Q ability, which has a 2-second cooldown. I think lasts, I want to say 5 seconds, but it does seem longer than that, where he damages himself a little bit, but then runs super fast. So pretty unique character. And one.
It's also important to note you cannot kill yourself with the stim packs.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
You cannot. Nope. can't do it.
Oh shit! Okay, I'll be a lot more careless with that than in combat.
I mean, honestly, yeah. If you're just trying to get the fuck away, get out of there. You won't kill you.
That's good to know. So yeah, Frontier, there's different skins. You get crates. It's the Battle Pass. So there's either you can play it without a Battle Pass, and you will get certain rewards. It's not every level. It's not even every other level, but you get free little things along the way. Or you can purchase the Battle Pass. Again, basic one, 950 Apex coins. If you play, I'm not going to say the whole season at the very end, but if you play some of the season and you've unlocked things, and let's say you get to, let's go back to this one, level 48 and you haven't paid for it, and then you purchase a Battle Pass, you do unlock everything prior that was part of the paid content. So that is a nice little feature if you want to try it out. Not sure if you want to commit to it and then commit down the line. It's not like you've lost out on all of that. One interesting thing too is you get certain XP to level up your Battle Pass and everything like that. And there's a bonus cap for playing with different legends. 25,000 cap for each legend each week. So if you have a really good game and you get a champion, that's 5,000 to 7,000. If you play a really shitty game, that's like maybe 1,000. So depends how many games you got. But I thought that was a really cool idea to help encourage people to play other classes or legends, excuse me, because until the Battle Pass, I pretty much played Lifeline 99% of the time. Maybe a higher percentage than that, to be honest, unless somebody else in a pickup group was playing her. That's pretty much the only way I wasn't playing Lifeline. Although yesterday. Yeah, that's true. We do all know that. Although yesterday I did play Octane and was having some fun with him. So I think I got like 8 kills with him yesterday. But overall, real bad yesterday. Real bad.
The one thing that really chaps my ass, and honestly I've not had anything negative to say about Apex Legends up to this point. I think it's kind of a cheap shot to offer a pass that gives you the first 25 levels when the amount of experience needed per level is so high. So high. I played probably 3.5, 4 hours between when the pass launched till now, and I'm a little over halfway through first level. So that's quite a bit. So giving you 25 levels is pretty healthy.
I bought it.
Yeah, I know you did.
Yeah, of course I did. Pharaoh points out Junkrat versus Octane. I 100% agree with you there. That's very Junkrat vibes. And why did I just lose my chat? Oh no. Okay, there we go. Even one of the finishers that Octane has is he like throws down a grenade and explodes and he falls backwards. So very similar to Junkrat. But, and I didn't know this until I saw this on our agenda, Octane was actually inspired by record-setting Titanfall 2 speedrunner Cash Mayo?
Cash Mayo.
Cash
straight up.
Fucking Mayo. Who did this gauntlet challenge in 12 seconds by using grenades, which damages himself, but makes him go faster. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a nice little shout out there. But very curious to see what other heroes are spending tons of data mining leaks and stuff, when those other heroes are coming, and who they'll be. So, let's see. Pharaoh says, personally think this pass is rubbish. It's having a season pass for the sake of having a pass. No one gives a shit about voice lines and decals. I actually do very much care about the different, not necessarily voice lines and quips and stuff like that, but the tags I have on my banner, I very much care about, because all the ones I have right now are shitty, and advertising that I have 2 pistol kills, not cool.
Yeah, or that I've heard warnings from like 180 times. Like,
that just means I've been shot at a lot.
I've unlocked. Sorry. Yeah, I don't have the cool one that shows all the cool things I've done.
Yeah. Do I wish there were more skins? Yes. Do I wish there were less voice lines? Yes. Do I wish there were more crafting materials? Yes. But overall, I'm decent with it. Is it very much cut and paste battle pass from like Fortnite and PUBG? Yeah. But it's a free game, so I'm not going to complain too much. It's a free, polished, amazing game.
Super polished. So polished.
So polished.
Speaking of crafting materials, there is sort of like a secret side hack you can do. So it turns out loot boxes have been outlawed in Belgium. You are not allowed to have loot boxes in Belgium. So what they do as an alternative for all loot boxes, including the ones included in the Battle Pass, is they give you crafting materials. And you don't have to be in Belgium to access this. If you would like to, or let me preface this with, I don't know what the repercussions of this are. However, what people have done...
Fair warning.
Yes, do not write your emails to forceinept@gmail.com because he will not read them. What people have done is gone into their EA account and changed their region to Belgium, and then instead of getting loot boxes for their rewards, they will get crafting materials. So up to you. If you've spent $500 and got a whole bunch of boxes and you want to get crafting materials instead, Google it.
If you spend $500, talk to me because I could use some free crates. / you could sub.
Completely unrelated. There's a donation box down below.
Weird how that works out. Let's see. Oh shit. 9 minutes left. Let's go.
We got this.
Not Left 4 Dead. This came out last week. Turtle Rock Studios announced that they are working on a game, Back 4 Blood. They are the ones behind Left 4 Dead. So clearly, Back 4 Blood is a reference to that. It's going to be a co-op zombie shooter or something like that. They gave no timeline, no nothing. They're hiring people, though. So that's exciting that that's coming because I feel like a Left 4 Dead 3 was long overdue, and that's clearly not coming anytime soon. So, game like this, interested in, but just found that interesting. They're kind of releasing this huge thing, and it's like, oh, that's not an update at all, really. Why would you even tell us about it? But, yeah.
Reasons.
Let's see. Next, Overwatch League. Speaking of which, you see that? Florida Mayhem.
Sweet shirt.
Rotate.
That's slick.
You
never sent me the link to that. No?
Oh, it's on overwatchleague.com. I don't know the website. I'll send it to you right now. But second worst team in the league. Hell yeah, not the worst.
Number 2, baby.
Number 2. But cool announcement, Overwatch League teams will play in their home cities in 2020. Get that fully next year. But I'm pretty excited about that because I have wanted to go to one, and I'm not about to travel for one to see my shitty team lose. But if they're playing locally, hell yeah. I'll watch them lose all the time. So, pretty excited about that. And then Overwatch related new hero available now. 30th hero, Baptiste. Allegedly the goats killer. If you know what goats are / is. So, weird character. Haven't played him yet. But definitely want to jump on and give him a shot. I'll probably be terrible with him because he seems like a pretty unique playstyle. But 30 fucking characters, jeez. We'll see where Apex Legends is in like 3 years.
9.
6 shirt for a terrible team. Hell yeah, I could have gone in all yellow. Went with the white one.
They may be a terrible team, but they're our team.
They're our team, whether we like it or not. But yeah, hopefully they will be in Orlando. Either in Miami. I mean, I'll think about driving. Luckily, Orlando, we're kind of like central enough where I can drive to any part of Florida and be okay with it. But yeah, Orlando would be great. Amway Center, done. Let's do it. Yeah, that's all I got on that. And that actually brings us... Okay, deal of the week. Again, a reminder, if you haven't gotten your PlayStation Plus free game, get it now. Otherwise, T-Gabs, close your ears. Epic Game Store, you can still get Slime Rancher through tomorrow. So check it out, Epic Game Store. You can click it, add it to your library for free. No download, nothing required. Add to your library. And then starting tomorrow, Oxenfree will be free from March 21st through April 4th. And then more to come on that.
This is actually the little-known sequel to Ollie Ollie. So Ollie Ollie and then Oxenfree.
Oxenfree, the sequel. Got it.
Yeah.
T-Gabs, I encourage everyone to claim the free Epic Game Store games because you're taking money away from Epic Game Stores without contributing anything to it. I'm just making a jump that that's your logic there.
T-Gabs, are you taking your free copies out of spite? Ooh. We're all going to sit here quietly for the 15-second delay to wait.
2 of you guys talking about Oxenfree being great. Good to know. I'll be checking that out.
Yeah.
T-Gabs, of course it's free 99. Why wouldn't you? Okay, and with 5 minutes to spare, look at us going here. What are we playing? I am playing Apex Legends. I'm not sure if you're surprised by that or not. Still playing it. Still playing it. Getting closer to rage quitting more and more now, because now I've gotten to the point where I feel like I need to do better than I am, and I'm not. So that sucks. But actually, I don't even think we talked about this. Are you going to be playing after this?
Obviously. We also have a special guest who has requested to play with us later. I will share with you their name, age, and location as soon as we're done here.
Oh, God. Okay. I worked on After Party, their next game. They're cool dudes. The creators of Oxenfree, that is? Very cool. Yes, ASL. Hopefully male, above 18. And I guess I don't really care as long as they have good internet where they're at.
Is my 4-year-old daughter not a good enough partner?
Ooh, yeah. Sorry about that. She's not allowed. Are you going to...
I don't know what you're talking about, T-Gabs.
Slightly salted background from Steam assets to Epic Games Store, you corporate shills. We're telling you to get free games, not pay for them.
We need to change it to Archer Farms and
yes.
a copy of your letter requesting for their sponsorship.
Yes. Note on that, I reached out to Archer Farms about their lovely trail mix to see if they could sponsor, because why the hell wouldn't I do that? And I have not heard back yet. So I will keep you all informed as I hear back about my denial letter. Yeah.
And if any of you guys have any weird hookups with Archer Farms, please put any.
We love it. If you work at Target, really let me know. Let us get in on that. But hey, I didn't buy Division 2 on Epic Games Store. I bought it through Ubisoft Store because I have other games through there, so that was easy. And I got Primal for free, which I'll never play, so there's that too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, sorry. I've been playing Apex Legends. Ape Out on Nintendo Switch. So if you guys follow me, Force Inept, on Instagram, you saw I was at the airport playing Ape Out, which is a blast to play. Very difficult game. And kind of brutal to play on an airplane, to be honest, because you're like... It's a very minimalistic art style, but you're also like throwing people into walls and they're exploding in blood and stuff like that. So that's kind of weird. But really great for planes. Yeah, you know. For my next flight, I did download Hollow Knight finally, so I have yet to play it. Excited to play it on my Switch. And then Division 2. So I'm only level 10 or 11 on Division 2. I know T-Gabs and Debadon all have level 30s. Pharaoh has level 30, tier 4, and is already a second agent. But yeah. So that's what I've been playing. Not as much Division 2 as I kind of want to, because I've been traveling and playing Apex. But this weekend, I'm excited to put some serious hours into it. Don't tell my girlfriend that yet. Where are you playing, Mike?
She's on the stream, John.
Oh, shit.
Mostly Apex Legends. I have jumped back into Red Dead Redemption 2. Just kind of dipping my toe. I don't leave things unfinished. But you did actually bring up your flight, and I wanted to talk about a game briefly called Duet. I don't know if any of you guys have played it, but it's actually a lot of fun. It was on a list of like 10 games that are great for plane rides, mobile games, because it'll play in offline mode. Great soundtrack, very like techno-heavy soundtrack. Yeah, it's a mobile game. I was playing it on my phone while I was flying a couple weeks ago, and essentially you have like a red ball and a green ball, and they're attached to a circle, and you're just rotating them left and right to try to go through these obstacles. But the soundtrack was fantastic. The gameplay was very easy to pick up. If you guys are doing any flights and looking for some quick mobile games to download and play, Duet. It's definitely on Android. I'm not sure if it's on iOS, but it was fantastic.
Very interesting. It's like a cool mechanic of a game. So
yeah, very simple, but it was still challenging. Like easy mechanic, but very, very difficult. Some of the puzzles.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty cool concept.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. I think that's all we've got then for This Week in Gaming. Again, that was episode 19. Appreciate you guys watching. Next week, I believe we'll have Deion at Super Nerd Fresh back from his honeymoon. So exciting there. We'll get him caught up on all the things he missed because I don't think he has reception where he's at or he's drunk.
Both?
Yeah.
Both.
Also, congratulate him on social media if you haven't already because he did get married. So congratulations to him and his lovely new wife, who they apparently met, Pauly D from Jersey Shore. I don't know why you need to know that, but I just thought it was a terrible, terrible thing to happen.
I felt so old. I had no idea who the hell that was.
GTL. Gym Tan Laundry, bro. I hate myself for knowing what that means, to be honest. So really, you should be happy that you don't know it.
Yeah, no, I totally am. But also, I felt like such an old man. And you were like sending those gifs of him. And
so many gifs. So many gifs.
It took me a second to even realize that was the same person. I was like, oh, this is a famous person.
It's hard to tell because he's orange in most.
But why? Yeah. To be fair, he looked more like a normal dude, like in the picture.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Than he did like in the gifs. Anyway.
Okay, well, thanks for watching again, chat. Stay tuned, and we will be streaming some Apex Legends here in probably like 5-10 minutes. So
5 minutes. We'll shoot for it.
Until then, stay salted.
Bye.